Good afternoon. Today we're going to take a look at Kahoot and how to create and administer a quiz using it in your classroom. The first thing that you do is you open up the web browser of your choosing. I'm going to go to Google Chrome, and in the address bar you're going to go to getkahoot.com, and this will bring you up to the Kahoot main screen. If you're new to Kahoot, then you'll click on Get My Free Account, and you'll go through the steps to create this account. So you can decide what you are, what your role is, you specify your school, and then any other details, and then you'll click on Create Account. For me, since I've already signed in before, I'm going to click on Sign In. I'm going to log in using the information that I used, and then it brings you to your Kahoot dashboard. The dashboard is where you can decide if you want to create a quiz, a discussion, or a survey. It also tells you your statistics, which provides you how many Kahoots you have, how many questions in total you have, how many times it's been played, how many players have played it, any sharing going on amongst other people, anybody favorite your quiz, things of that nature. What's really nice is my recent results provide you with ways to download the results after you have taken that Kahoot. So if you want to go back and look at the scores of your students, this would be the spot that you would do that. Another nice thing is under the community portion, they provide tips. You can join their Facebook community, you can share your experiences on Twitter, or you can suggest an idea for a Kahoot, which is pretty cool. To create a new Kahoot, you can either click on a quiz, a discussion, or a survey, or up in the upper left-hand corner, you can click on the new Kahoot. But I'm going to go ahead and click on quiz. You're going to give this quiz a name. Mine will be adding fractions, and then you'll click go. And then this is the screen that you'll use to add your questions and answers. So you'll put in a question. At the bottom, you'll provide your answers. And then underneath, you'll click which one is correct. Okay. Also on this screen, you can decide if this question is going to be a points question or a non-points question, as well as how long the students have to answer this question. Minimum of 5 seconds to a maximum of 120 seconds. 30 seconds is the default choosing, but you can adjust your time limit depending on the difficulty of your questions. When you'd like to add another question, you'll click on Add Question, and then it'll take you to question number 2. So once you specify your answers, you're going to click on which one is correct. And then you can add another question. And you'll pick your correct answer. And you can either keep adding questions to your Kahoot, or if you're happy with the amount, then you'll click on Save and Continue. This is the screen that you'll use to rearrange the questions in any order that you like. The 3 bars here, you click and you can drag however you may like. Okay, this also tells you how many seconds the students have, and the number of choices they have. This is also the chance where you can edit your quiz title if you would like to. If you would like to edit any questions, the bottom left-hand corner, there's the Edit Questions click box. All you do is click it, and it'll take you back to your questions. If you're all done, then you'll click Save and Continue. This is the spot where you can finalize some details. You can choose what language it's supposed to be in. Privacy settings, you can either keep it public so everybody else can find it, or you can just have it be used as private. And then the primary audience, this is where you can decide how you're going to use this particular Kahoot. And then in the description, to give those that are looking at it a better idea of what it's about. And then any tags. So tags are used to help users narrow down Kahoots in the amidst of the very, very large public Kahoots that they have listed. So this one is specifically math related, fractions related, adding fractions. We do this one in 5th grade. And then that way those tags can help other people find it. The difficulty level, that's for you to decide. Okay, intermediate is a default setting. That's usually where I keep it. But if it's a beginner to advanced, that is your decision on how you would like to categorize your quiz. When you're all finished and all of the settings are how you like it, you're going to click on Save and Continue. And then lastly, it's an optional thing, but if you want to give your quiz a cover image, you can put a picture from your desktop as the front page of your quiz if you like. You don't have to, it's not required, but it's kind of fun to show this picture at the beginning of your quiz for your students. They tend to enjoy that. When you're finally done, you'll click Done. If you want to go back and edit your questions, this is also the time to do that as well. So since I am done, I'm going to go ahead and click Done. And then this is the screen where you can decide if you want to share your Kahoot with the people that you're connected with, or whether you want to go ahead and play it. I'm going to click Preview, and this provides a good sense of what your screen will look like on your computer compared to what the students will see when they're playing this on their mobile device. So this is also the spot where you can customize your settings. Okay, so I want to display my game pin throughout the game because sometimes kids get kicked off of their mobile devices, so this provides the chance for the kids to re-log in anytime during the game. I like to randomize my order of questions and randomize answers. That way the kids don't get too comfortable with how the questions are ordered. When you're all ready, you're going to click Launch. And this is what will pop up on your screen. So when the kids are all ready, they will go to, on their mobile device, Kahoot.it. Okay, and then it'll bring up the Kahoot website. When it asks for the game pin, the very large sets of numbers there is what the students will type in on their particular device. When they hit enter, it's going to ask them to pick a nickname for themselves. The students really enjoy this because they don't have to use their real names. They can just pick an obscure nickname, and they can change it up until you start the game. So the kids, from my students, they really enjoyed choosing their nickname. When the students have done that, they'll click Join Game, and then they'll see You're In, as well as their name pop up. And then it also counts down for you. Okay. So this tells you that there's 3 questions. It's on adding fractions. And then on the student device, it counts down for you. And then you do the quiz. So this will tell you on the student's screen whether they're correct or incorrect. There's a scoreboard that pops up after every question, and then it also moves on to the next question. The faster the student goes, the more points they get as they go through the quiz. And again, it provides your scoreboard, which is after every question, and then it goes on to the next one. And again, it shows you whether students incorrect or correct. It provides a graph as well as a scoreboard to keep the students up to date after every question. Once all the questions are finished, it provides a winner, and then the students can rate the quiz on their own device. Okay, so you can kind of go from there. Okay, and then it'll go back to their own device. Okay. Once the students are all done, and unfortunately one of the settings I had was automatically advancing to the next question, so it went a little quick. That is an option that you don't have to have. You can go through it a little slower and actually show the kids why it's correct, why their answer is incorrect or correct, and kind of go from there. One of the options that you can do is at the very, very end, you can download your results into Google Drive, and that's where it'll break down the students' names or their nicknames, what they answer for each question. That way, if you want to use this as an actual assessment or as a grade, you can go back through and look at who got them correct, who got them incorrect, and go from there. Other than that, it's pretty interesting. Okay. Anytime you want to see your own Kahoots, when you click on My Kahoots, this will actually list the quizzes or the Kahoots that you have created, as well as how many times it's been played, if it's been favorited by anybody, and if it's been shared by anyone. This is also where you can edit, duplicate, and delete any. You can also make them private anytime from this particular screen. Okay. This is also where you can click on any Kahoots that you have favorited, as well as any Kahoots that were shared with you. To look at the public Kahoots that everyone else has created, you'll click on Public Cahoots. And this is where you can search title, subject, a specific username. So if you just want to look for fractions, okay, you can click search. It'll bring up all of the Kahoots for this particular topic. Okay, so this tells you the title, who created it, the questions, what type of Kahoot it is, whether it's a quiz, a survey, a discussion, and whether this particular one is public or private. And these are also tells you how many times these have been played as well, and how many times they've been favorited. So if you want a favorite one, say this fraction review that was created 2 weeks ago, I'll just hit favorite, and then this one has been added to my favorites list. Okay. This is also a spot where you can share it with others, and it makes it really, really easy to keep track of the ones that you like, so you don't have to go back and try to find them later. If you want to find something specific like Shakespeare, you can go through and look at different things about Shakespeare or just math in general. Okay, what's also nice is you can specify the audience. So if you want specifically just school related, then you can go through and look at all of the ones that are math related. Okay. When you're all done with this particular screen, then you would click on the Kahoot up in the upper right hand corner. This will bring you back to your dashboard. And again, this is where you would create new Kahoots and share and search and do everything else that you would like to do. When you are done, you'll click on your username. This is also a spot where you can look at your results, and this is also another spot where you can either download them or save them to your Google Drive. What's nice is it tells you the date and the time that these particular Kahoots were given, which is really nice. When you want to sign out, you just click sign out. It'll take you back to your sign in page.